Time for our championship match. Rodney Matthews defending for the first time against Vikram Prashar. Well, here it is, the matchup we've been waiting for, our main event.
Folks, it doesn't get any bigger than this at the Job Site Brewing Company. All the marbles are on the line tonight.
The Hammerlock Pure Wrestling Championship. And first out is our challenger, our extremely confident challenger. As you can see, the way he walks to the ring, it's the Punjabi prodigy, Vikram Prashar.
Prashar leaving nothing unsaid at the end of last episode, if you remember.
Of course, you can always check those out at Hammerlock Pure Wrestling on YouTube, but Vikram Prashar got in the face of our champion Rodney Matthews, to say the least.
Absolutely, leaving no stone unturned, insulting him personally, professionally, even insulting our ring announcer, Sean Bates, taking it maybe a tad too far.
Just uncalled for. We'll see if he gets in his face here, or just not acknowledge him as he gets to the corner. Show off the guns. He is ready for this championship match. Everything he's dreamed of.
Confidence oozing from Prashar. If you ask Vikram Prashar right now, you'd think he'd already won the Hammerlock Pure Wrestling Championship.
He comes with a lot of confidence, that's for sure.
Confidence has paid off so far.
And here he is, our champion.
Is the champ, Rodney Matthews, making his way to the ring. The crowd solidly behind Matthews.
He's fired up, high fives, ready to go.
Not just he's fired up, the entire Job Site Brewing Company fired up behind him.
You know, that belt looks great around the waist of Rodney Matthews. However, this is his first title defense, of course, winning the Hammerlock Pure Wrestling Championship off of Tyson Dukes. Now it's time to defend it and show that you're still... Wow, action starting before the... Referee trying to get in the middle of this.
Exactly. I don't think the referee's going to have an easy time in this one. Makes me wonder if those words Vikram Prashar said to Matthews got in his head a little bit.
You know, that may just fire up Vikram Prashar even more, though. Not sure you want to do that as the champion.
Absolutely not. When you get angry, that's when mistakes get made. And
stolen right out of the hands of Rodney Matthews now.
I wonder if Vikram Prashar is in the head of Rodney Matthews. My goodness.
Mind games, physicality, and the bell hasn't even rung yet.
We're in for a match here, folks.
The introduction now for Vikram Prashar. In the face of the fans. He doesn't need anybody. He's got this far on his own.
He's got one fan, and that's all he needs.
And there he is, showing that beautiful belt, the Hammerlock Pure Wrestling Championship. Off to the crowd.
Holding it high to the admiration of the Job Site Brewing Company fans in Stratford.
It'll be interesting to see how all this pre-match shenanigans gets into the heads of either man and where we go when the bell actually rings.
That's a great point, Mark. You know, just who's going to get that mental advantage in the opening minutes of this match can take you a long way towards that victory.
We're about to find out. Referee calling for the bell. Here we go. Hammerlock Pure Wrestling Championship on the line. Locking up in the middle. Both men know what's on the line. They saw the shiny belts. They both have held the belt already. Not officially, but Vikram Prashar grabbed it out of his hand.
That is true. Vikram Prashar did technically hold the Hammerlock Pure Wrestling Championship.
Will he be able to bring it home with him tonight, though, is the question.
Interesting that these two lock up at the beginning, almost a test of strength after that test of words earlier. Goes back to those mind games.
More mind games. That's what it's all about. Using the 4 count, 4.5 there. And again, the mind games.
Looks like the Job Site Brewing Company might have a little mind games behind it as well. And the lights are back on, folks.
You know, that may be a factor we didn't even think about. If that little, Vikram Prashar may be a little nervous coming into his first challenge, although he's not showing it. Rodney Matthews probably a little nervous defending for the first time. Something like the lights going out.
Might just, throw somebody off their game a little bit. Nerves are high, absolutely. Nobody wants to be a transitional champion.
Rodney Matthews for the early submission and tickets to the gun show for everyone as well. Bending the fingers back, just adding a little more pain on top of that submission. Rolls him through. Quick 1 count, and Prashar is out of it.
Prashar does not want to be in that position at all. Knows that one little slip can cost him that Hammerlock Pure Wrestling Championship.
Just like that, he's in control. Remember Prashar going through that hard-fought battle with the honorable one, Brian White, in our #1 contenders match here recently as well.
Exactly.
Targeted a body part, stuck to his game plan, and here he is in the championship match.
Prashar might still be feeling the effects of that from last week.
Absolutely. You go through a battle like that, and you got to be ready to go for what you've earned, this championship match.
Prashar firmly in control now.
Club to the back of Rodney Matthews. And you got to wonder how Matthews has been feeling all week, too, after really Vikram Prashar laying everything on the line, not only in the ring, but on the microphone, too, leaving nothing unsaid.
Exactly. Everything was fair game for Vikram Prashar last week. I imagine Rodney Matthews was seething. Judging by the way he entered that ring there, he's been waiting for this all week.
Well, Rodney Matthews, very lighthearted, likes to have fun. However, when things are said about your family and others, that smile kind of fades away and a little bit of anger probably rushes in for Matthews.
Absolutely. You just turned up a gear. It's intense time.
And one of the other points Prashar was mentioning is he feels Rodney Matthews stepped into his place. And it's arguable that he did that.
Yeah, I don't think Vikram Prashar is totally, it's not misguided for him to say that.
He believes that he should have been in the championship map. Ducked over, hip toss here. And the clothesline, quick action in the middle of the ring here.
Matthews firing up.
Scoops up Prashar. Slammed center of the ring. Listening for the crowd approval, and they are there for him here at the Stratford Job Site Brewing Company. Elbow to the chest, pin, 2.
Just 2. But as you were mentioning, Mark, Prashar, trained by Tyson Dukes, wanted that to take that championship away from Dukes himself.
And he was actually in that position. Scheduling didn't work out. Rodney Matthews able to win that battle royal, slip in, and win the championship. So Prashar has not forgotten that with a huge drop kick to the chest.
That's another thing Prashar won't forget for a while.
Well, he'll be feeling that tomorrow. Question is, will he have the Hammerlock Pure Wrestling Championship around his waist? That'll help you forget it a little bit.
Absolutely. Put some ice underneath that championship. You'll be feeling like $1 million.
Chop in the corner. And Rodney Matthews may have injured his own hand on that one. Well, not enough to go back for a second, though.
Absolutely. You can hear just the force behind those chops. I imagine he's adding a little extra for the words from Prashar.
Let's try a chop in this corner. Still stings the hand, but maybe not as much as the chest of Prashar.
Unfortunately for Prashar, there's 2 to go. But Matthews having different plans with a forearm to the face.
Across the ring. Using those turnbuckles to his advantage. Flying forearms and elbows. Went for a bulldog there. Now pulled back by the tights. And a drop kick to the small of the back.
Just the force of that almost knocking Matthews out of the ring.
May have been a better idea to roll right out of the ring and catch your breath for a moment.
In a bit of a compromising position now on that apron. Depending on who you ask, that's the hardest part of the ring there that Matthews' face just went into, and now drop kick to the floor.
Low drop kick, and he is in the front row here at Stratford Job Site Brewing Company here. Fan says, I saved a seat for you. I'm not sure Matthews can get up to it at this moment. Prashar back in the ring. And confidently in control for the moment.
Now you start to see that confidence wash over Vikram Prashar. Knowing he's in control, I just need to pick Rodney Matthews apart, and I am Hammerlock Pure Wrestling Champion.
Club to the back, right across the shoulder blades. He is really taking advantage of these 5 counts. Referee telling him exactly what he's doing wrong. Prashar not listening at all.
Taking it under consideration, let's say.
Now Prashar working on the arm. Knee to the bicep and the elbow there. Now this is exactly what got him to the dance. Picking a body part, working on it. We saw Brian White earlier tonight. The knee still affecting him.
Prashar just digging his knees into the lower back there. That lower back he worked on earlier.
Chin lock, knees to the back. Watching the throat on those clubs going to the chest. Referee right there to check things out.
But leaving just enough time to gloat along the way.
Oh, we saw this as well. Going deep into the locks of Rodney Matthews there with a modified noogie.
And just chopping the chest. Prashar just torturing Matthews any way he can here.
Does he have the hair? Questionable.
Prashar needs to be careful not to get overconfident. He likes to bend the rules, but he needs to make sure none of them break, because that's an immediate disqualification, and back to the line, or to the back of the line you go.
Yeah, you don't want to lose this opportunity. He worked hard here. No one can take that away from him.
Absolutely
he worked very hard to get to this championship match. You don't want to waste it. Matthews realizing this is life as the Hammerlock Pure Wrestling Champion. Everyone is after you. Everyone wants to take that championship belt from you. And this being his first defense, doesn't want it to be his last defense in his first title reign here.
No.
Flipped around, fired up.
And there's that fire that won him that championship. Rodney Matthews is back into this match as quick as he was out.
Floats over the top. Hip toss, middle of the ring. He is fired up. And back to those chops.
You could hear that on Main Street, Stratford. My goodness.
Ducks the clothesline. And again. Over the top, sunset flip. 1, 2. 2 count, Prashar. These men looking for the advantage. This pace is unbelievable right now. Until he's stopped with a clothesline. Rodney Matthews goes down.
Prashar threw all of his weight into that clothesline.
1, 2. And there's the kick out from Rodney Matthews.
Kick out, but not a lot of oomph underneath that kick out.
In trouble here. You can see the pain on the face now as we get deeper into this match.
And just back to the lower back. That one's tough to say. Does Prashar go?
And Prashar taking a seat. Why not? Having a little rest here as he's front row here. Getting very excited. As Matthews reaches for that rope. He grabs the bottom rope. And of course, he's going to take his time. Vikram Prashar, the Punjabi prodigy.
Using all of that 5 count to his advantage.
Eventually steps off and Clubs Matthews back into the corner. Forearm shots. They can't feel good, but with this adrenaline in this championship match right now, the chop.
You have to imagine both of these men are one forearm away from being a huge advantage, and there it is.
And you can see the chest of Vikram Prashar as well, heating up with all of those chops.
Hard to blame it.
Prashar never stops talking to the crowd, does he?
Every advantage he can get to just throw in a little bit of smack talk. Doesn't matter if it's to Rodney Matthews, our ring announcer, Sean, the crowd, he will talk smack.
Right back into that hold, though. You know, Prashar had a lot to say last week, as we mentioned, but not out of words yet.
No, absolutely not. I'm here wondering if that's possible, Mark.
Never at a loss for words. As he's looking each and every fan eye to eye and letting them know that their champion, the Hammerlock Pure Wrestling champion, Rodney Matthews, in deep trouble right now.
Rodney Matthews fading, but saying, not yet. I've still got that fire, that heart.
There's a reason he's the champion, ladies and gentlemen. Off the ropes, rolls through into a pin.
Only two. Ooh, I imagine Prashar that was maybe a little too close for comfort.
Fans were already jumping out of their seat, ready to celebrate the first title defense of Rodney Matthews. Not yet. Prashar, how many 4 counts has Prashar had in this matchup now?
That's almost an art, being able to let go exactly at 4.
Suplex. Crashing down goes Matthews for the 2 count.
Now that's interesting, seeing a little frustration in Prashar's face there.
This is where he really needs to harness that emotion that we've seen and get back to his game plan. Throw to the corner. Oh, quick shot there. Surprise Prashar with that one, and a surprise drop kick to go with it. Dropped down, went for a bulldog. It was effective either way. Dropped his face into the mat, and the elbow takes down Prashar.
And another one.
Taking all that energy of the fans here at Stratford Job Site Brewing Company here.
Almost channeling it into his elbow there and just nailing Vikram Prashar down.
Prashar getting his up to the second rope, third rope. And we've got a champ chant going, I guess you could say. Drop down, 2. Prashar is
just a look of pain over Prashar's face there.
Absolutely. Matthews maybe looking to jump back into some quick pins here. This may be his opportunity. Up top, Prashar fighting his way out of it. Oh. And right through the second rope.
Right into that ring post.
Rodney Matthews draped over the rope like a wet towel. 1, 2. Kick out.
Only 2. Frustration covering Vikram Prashar's face.
If that didn't do it, what's going to do it for Prashar now? There's the ultimate frustration, as you were mentioning. Pounding the mat here in Hammerlock Pure Wrestling.
What does Prashar need to do to put the champ away?
More than that. That's all we know at this moment. Rodney Matthews. Shots to the jaw. Off the rope, center of the ring. Goes for the big boot. No.
Got that leg hooked.
Hooking the leg here, wrenching on the ankle. Matthews says, I can do that too. You know, at this point, And smash to the chest as well. We've got so many different offensive moves going on at once here.
Something's got to give. Both men using their entire body to inflict pain on the other.
Screaming in pain. Who has more energy left? Who has more to get the advantage? Rolled right through. We're on the outside of the ring now.
And neither man letting go.
Still in the hold. Unbelievable.
Just torturing each other, but they need to be careful of that 10 count. Prashar more so than Matthews.
Champion's advantage.
Champion will retain on a count out.
Grabs a drink here. Little hydration in the middle.
Now that's just unnecessary.
Disrespectful there from Vikram Prashar. You would expect nothing less. And Rodney Matthews with the beer right to the eyes.
Prashar, you didn't
just like
the
Muda.
First taste. We've seen the miss, but now we've seen the beer.
Drop kicks to the back of the shoulder blade now. We are on the outside here. The count was broken, but the referee still has a count going. These guys got to listen. Referee shouting now. He is angry. He wants these men back. He wants this championship match back in the ring.
It's a very tough position for the ref because nobody wants to see a championship match end on a count out, but rules are rules.
Getting a great view of the Job Site Brewing Company here in Stratford. We're on top of a picnic table now. All hell is breaking loose in this championship match.
I imagine that picnic table is not where Prashar wants to be.
Slammed on the picnic table.
Slam the champ down.
That is a hard, solid picnic table. No give on that thing.
No give whatsoever.
And Prashar rolling back in, breaking the count.
Prashar knows he can't win on that count out.
Matthews somehow to his feet, still perched on top of that picnic table, and off of it, rolls through, takes down Prashar into the side of our ring. Unbelievable. Fans on their feet.
The champ firing up after that huge cannonball off the picnic table.
We knew this would get a little personal after everything Vikram Prashar said last week. And here we are, we're on top of picnic tables, we're off of picnic tables, we've got beer spit in the face.
Nowhere in the Job Site Brewing Company is safe.
Back into the ring now. Look out. Matthews in trouble.
Straight DDT.
Center of the ring. Can he get there for the pinfall? The champ is in trouble. Both men out though.
Prashar having trouble following up after that huge move.
Fans here into this. Who is going to win? Are we going to see a new champion? Is our great champion Rodney Matthews going to defend for the first time? Men climbing to their feet at the same time.
We're only 3 seconds away from an answer, and that's the great thing about wrestling.
Shots from their knees back and forth. Rodney Matthews, Vikram Prashar, what a war. Shot for shot.
Things are breaking down here into a fight.
Both men trying to get to both feet. Not stopping the shot for shot. Oh, there we go. And that's questionably low there from Vikram Prashar. Face shot off the knee now, and a clothesline. Flips him, turns him inside out.
Prashar firmly in control.
1, 2. We gotta do no!
Only 2. Prashar can't believe it, and neither can I.
Prashar had visions of making his way directly to that Hammerlock Pure Wrestling Championship and raising it over his head. Not enough. Somehow not enough. Crowd doesn't like that. Scoop slam here. Rodney Matthews now up to the second rope.
Ooh.
Oh, he misses the big elbow.
Huge miss there for Matthews.
He's in trouble now. Prashar, though, off the ropes. Grabs him, slams him, center of the ring. 1, 2, 3. He caught him. He caught Vikram Prashar. deep in the match here, slams him in the center of the ring here, and our Hammerlock Pure Wrestling champion is still Rodney Matthews.
What a match between these two competitors.
You know, I almost don't want to say it after everything Vikram Prashar said last week, but what a performance.
Absolutely. Hats off to Prashar. No matter what he said, no matter his tactics, you can't take that match away from him. Came up a little short tonight, but I imagine these two will face off again very soon.
And there he is, Rodney Matthews, your Hammerlock Pure Wrestling champion.
Crowd out their feet, ready to celebrate with the champ after a huge, successful first defense.
Prashar visibly upset. You know, that one could have went either way.
Absolutely.
Especially when we got deep into the match here.
Ooh, a little bit of smack talk back from the champ.
And Matthews has the microphone. Matthews, a fighting champion, saying he'll take on whoever's next in line.
We will be back. I promise.
You're watching Hammerlock Pure Wrestling on Rogers TV. To stay up to date with all things Hammerlock, visit hammerlockpurewrestling.com.